The FN 509, originally developed with assistance from Larry Vickers as FN's entry to the US Army's XM17 Modular Handgun competition in 2015, the FN 509 is a modular, polymer-framed, striker-fired pistol chambered in 9mm parabellum, with a design derived from the FN FNS. Whilst it lost the competition to the SIG P320, FN brought their entry to the commercial market in 2017, where it has seen use in law enforcement, becoming the standard issue sidearm of the LAPD in 2021. FN handguns have been a staple in airsoft, with both licensed and unlicensed models of the FN 57, FNS, and FNX being available for decades. The FN 509, however, is a very new gun, so naturally there hasn't been an airsoft replica just yet. Until now! Hi, I'm Andrew, and in this week's video, we're reviewing the newly released Cybergun and EMG FN 509 Tactical GBB by Double Eagle. Double Eagle's first foray into a GBB pistol, and it's quite a banger. So let's get to it. So first things first, what is it? The EMG FN 509 Tactical is at its core a polymer-framed GBB with a metal slide. It's modeled after the FN 509 Tactical, but unlike the bog standard FN 509, the Tactical series was directly based on FN's submission to the US Army's XM17 competition, and thus contained several ruggedized features adapted for extreme military environments. Externally, the FN 509 feels very solid and weighty, with a nice full metal and polymer construction, and is packed full of exquisite details, including fully licensed FN markings on the slide and grip. You know, I especially like the grip with the FN logo really deeply modeled in, and also the deep texturing over here that ensures this pistol will never slip off even the sweatiest hands. What's more though, is that this replica also comes included with an extra back strap on the grip for differently sized hands. Now over to the front, and the 509 features a 14mm CCW thread on the outer barrel. Now underneath that is a Picatinny rail for all your accessory needs. Now the full metal slide itself has a nice forward and rear slide serrations for easy manipulation. On the top, the 509 has these nice alternating coloured fibre optic raised suppressor sights, with the front sight red and the rear sights in green. Now as with any modern handgun, the 509 also has an MRD optics cutout, with a selection of optic plates or covers that come included. The default cover, however, features two raised sight wings on either side of the rear sight, which is one of the rugged features of the 509 Tactical that distinguish it from the others. Now these wings help protect the sight from lateral impacts, and they also have a textured ramp at the top, which allows you to safely rack the slide on almost any surface, like my arm, or this table, or literally anything. It's actually a really nice, unexpected feature that frankly should be used more, in my opinion. The 509 Tactical also comes with a conventional non-winged cutout cover and an RMR baseplate for your own optics. Now over to the fire controls, and it's important to note that the 509's magazine release and slide release are both fully ambidextrous. The trigger on this feels great, with a rather lengthy but quite a light take-up, followed by a solid wall and a very clean break with zero mush in between. Now the Reset 2 is crisp with a very slight ring to it, which is pretty impressive considering this is a Double Eagle's first pistol. Now the trigger safety itself is also quite interesting too. It functions similar to the all-familiar Glock trigger, but instead of the safety being a tab on the inside of the trigger, it's actually the hinged bottom half of the trigger instead. And now for the hop-up. Pull open the slide, and the hop-up dial is inside the chamber right over here. Now do note that it is set quite deep, so you might want to use a screwdriver or something to dial it before the start of a game. Now the Cybergun and EMG FN 509 Tactical also comes with one proprietary 21 round magazine. One thing to note is that the housing is entirely enclosed over here, and you cannot see the follower with the BBs. This is likely due to the design of the ambidextrous magazine release with the tab over here, so reloading the mags might take a bit longer. And finally the price. At $125 US, the FN 509 is an extremely midline and very reasonably priced gun. perfect for competing against Glock and others. So the Cybergun and EMG FN 509 Tactical GBB appears to be a solid but unique GBB adjacent to the Glock. But how does it shoot? Let me hand over you guys to Duke, who's back to find out.
Now for the Chrono, we're using 0.2 gram BBs and green gas. All right, and here we are at landing zone at their 30-meter range. So we've got our target roughly set up about 10 meters away today, due to it being a pistol. So let's see how the FN 509 performs. Let's go. All right, and that's 10 rounds. This thing is pretty snappy. The travel on the trigger is a bit long, so it might take a bit of getting used to. Reset is kind of nice. It's not too long. It's absolutely fine. But yeah, no, overall this seems quite good. Let's go check out results. All right, so not bad results. Let's mark them all here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 apparently. Maybe this was a... I did 11, oops. All right, we did 11. But anyway, not too bad for the shot grouping. I think with the sights on it, it is a little bit higher than you're probably used to with like Glocks or anything else. So aiming a little bit higher, you probably get better results. But I'm gonna roughly say this is the grouping here. This one, and we'll count these two as a flyer here. But yeah, not too bad. 10 meters from a pistol. Yeah, what more can you ask for? The one thing we did find with the pistol is that if you overload the magazine, it won't seat properly. So if I overloaded it and put it in, the magazine wouldn't seat properly and you'll be able to just rip it out. Right, so a quick example of what I was talking about with overloading the mag. So I've pretty much overloaded it. It's in there. As you can see, I can put it in, but I can still just take it out. So once you've done that, basically just get a tool or something, take out that last BB, and it'll go in fine and it won't come out anymore. But yeah, that's it. Back to studio.
And we're back. So the Cybergun and EMG FN 509 Tactical is a nice and snappy shooting brand new pistol model, ideal as a secondary for pretty much any situation you need. Now in terms of externals, the 509 is an exceptionally comfortable and easy sidearm to use, and will be instantly familiar to anyone who's fired a Glock. The external build quality is also excellent, and the pistol feels solid and can take a beating. Shooting performance is also pretty decent, with a fast and snappy report as well as pretty decent accuracy. For their first GBB pistol, Double Eagle have not only come out with a unique and never before seen model, but one that does work incredibly well, earning it a very good 4 stars out of 5. So let's hand it over to you guys. What are your thoughts on the Cybergun and EMG FN 509 Tactical? Let us know in the comments section below. And for these cool products and many more, visit us at www.redwolfairsoft.com. This is Andrew, out.